full at Watu. Watu's the dream.
Man, this has been, it's only day 3 and it's already been an up and down and up and down and up and down journey.
So tribe life, right now we're feeling pretty happy because we've just come out of some winning streaks. I am feeling sort of good about my position on the tribe.
I feel 100% better. Yesterday was so rough. I fell asleep twice at tribal council. I don't know if you saw me slumped over. I was so sick, couldn't stop throwing up. But as the evening went on, I got better. I knew I didn't want to drop out, but I thought I can't do this for another 24 hours. But as the evening went on, I got better and that food helped and I'm in a new spot. I'm a new woman and I'm ready to take on this day.
The last 24 hours have been this catharsis and this coming together.
We've got 4 original yellow players and then 2 of the most wonderful people from blue came in. I had immediately liked Peter when I met him at the Carrot Challenge and we talked Taylor Swift. I was hoping I would meet up with him at the merge and I got to meet up with him even sooner.
So it puts us in a very scary position right now because technically we have power right now with, you know, being at a numbers advantage over the 2 former Nebi, but at the same time, when we look at the total of all the players, we are at a massive disadvantage in terms of numbers.
Obviously, when you get to a scenario where everyone comes together, you know, Blue's going to have the numbers advantage, but we've made some inroads there. There are some possibilities there.
The former Nebi, the 2 former Nebi, Rachel and Peter, have never been to tribal yet. And so they've never tested their alliances with former Nebi. Like they have nothing to tell off of how close they are because they've never had to put those relationships to the test through tribal.
No trust has been proven or forged or any, like I have no relationship with these blue people. So this is my squad now and I want to be with them.
But I've also finally come clean with after we talked through some stuff.
But I think for me, the biggest revelation of this whole game so far is my relationship with Andy. We had no idea. I was just so after him at the beginning of the game and I thought he was out for me.
Stephanie and I put some misunderstandings to bed and now I think she's a very strong ally.
Andy is such a gem. I really like Andy. I kind of came into this game kind of like wanting to find like a mom and a dad, I would say, and I wanted to play with mom and dad was one of my goals originally. And on Nebi I had Matt and Meg as kind of filling that role, not that they knew that. And Andy is definitely filling that now.
And I told all 3 of them about the legacy advantage now that we're on the precipice of it being playable. And sort of, you know, it's like that was the last lie I was hanging on to.
I still have my idol from the last camp that nobody knows about. And then I found a clue to the idol at this camp and I couldn't find it and I didn't want it to be left there. And I wanted to know if I really like trusted these people or not, because this is a fresh campsite. So like these are the only people that could find this idol. So I just said it to everyone. I was like, this is the clue. I can't find it. Like this would be for us or whatever.
Like it has been nuts. So I have this legacy advantage, but also Rachel as a sort of test of all of our loyalties as we started to come together was like, well, I have a clue to an idol here because it was in my buff, but I can't find the damn thing. So I think maybe either I can't find anything or one of you has it and maybe this thing that we're building isn't so great. So we all want an idol, huh? I think I know a thing or two about finding idols and where idols might be placed. And I now have an idol in my possession. One which everybody knows about, one that can be used, weaponized for this group.
I'm just too stressed out having 2 idols, like I don't really want it. And Andy got it, which is awesome because I think that he's one of my top 3 now.
At the moment, Rachel is my number 1. She's just the person I'm with that is we're both on the same page about like what we need to do and how we need to play this.
At this point, I have a tie for my number one, I would say. I would think it's between Stephanie and Chelsea. From the get-go, I felt very good about both Stephanie and Chelsea, and I said that I think in my first confessional, and I still feel that way. I was so happy when we swapped and I saw that I was with both of them.
Probably my top number one would be Chelsea, just because we're like the same age and we've each played a game before, and we kind of think alike.
Chelsea, who is outstanding and fantastic, and I would do anything to sit with her at the end.
I've had actually pretty much all of them come up to me and tell me that they want me in their final three. And so I feel like either I'm getting bamboozled maybe a little bit, but I have sensed from them up until this point that they're being genuine with me.
But I love Maya. I trust her with my whole heart, and I think that she's an incredible person. So I just want to take us to the end. That's like the plan.
Rachel and Peter do not know about the legacy advantage. I told my people.
We are just open and honest about everything. We are 6 strong right now. I really believe that.
If we push for Jeff, it's just like logical. He's really good at challenges.
Yeah, I don't think you should push for votes on.
I think that Jeff is probably a top target for a lot of people, but I also know that he thinks that he's my number one, so I want to be careful about that.
Jeff, the Olympian, is my number one target, period.
But let's be transparent here so that we're not surprised later, right? Like, what are we gonna do if they're saying, like, okay, if it's not you, you know what I mean?
If it's not you, then
Jeff.
Who would you want to go?
Then it's Jeff.
Yeah.
If you guys want to go to the merge with a beast like Jeff, then
Yeah,
by all means enjoy yourself, because you're not
Jeff.
gonna win. Because you're not gonna win. You
That's
can
our-
vote me out now, but
That's our pitch? Okay, cool.
I think that's gonna be.
I just want to make sure we're united, because I don't...
Yeah.
Like, we don't know if we're merging, we don't know, like, what's happening, but we're, like, thinking a lot about how we're gonna progress as a 6. Like, we've really come together as a 6.
Well, this is and this is also assuming that Jeff doesn't win immunity.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
shit! Who would be second then? What's his name? Bartley. Bartley's a
Bartley.
good runner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Strong, yeah.
All right. So if Jeff wins immunity, we'll go for Bartley.
He also has an idol.
Oh shit!
He could have, 1 or 2 of them.
I don't think you should
But then
go-
it wouldn't
I
matter.
don't think you should say that you're going for Bartley or for Sarah, because they're
No.
the ones that we think.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
might
You're right.
Who else
Okay.
is on the blue?
I think that me and Peter have to play it like we're with them as long as we can. If we can like hide behind the votes for as long as we can, then that's awesome.
We're not gonna. If we make this, if this is the merge and we make it, we don't need Bartley anymore. Bartley should, quite frankly, probably be the second target.
I guess that's true. I guess I'm trying to save our idol if possible.
Yes.
But if we're just banking on the idol, then then we need
I
no one.
I think we
honestly,
have to bank
I
on
think
it.
we have to bank on the idol.
Because then we're the guaranteed majority. We're
Yeah.
guaranteed.
And I also think that we need to vote with them.
Yeah, that's fine. That
Yeah.
makes
Two-
100%
the two of
sense.
And maybe
Yeah.
you guys end up splitting votes just in case they have an idol.
You know, at the beginning of this game, we were very Nebby strong. Let's say Nebby strong. You know, top 10, whatever. But I don't know that that's a way that I could win this game. And I think it's better for me to take a risk, because I don't even think that this 6 will make it to the top 6.
I think Peter might have better relationships with the other people, and so he would be more beneficial to keep around if we did have a merge. This is if we have to vote somebody out today, but fingers are crossed that nobody's getting voted out today.
I'm getting odd vibes from Peter. And I probably shouldn't say that because the 6 of us agreed to vote together, but he never like looks me in the eye when he's talking to me. He sort of like talks over me. He ignores me sometimes. Like, he doesn't give me the same level of respect that I see him giving like Stephanie and Maya. And so I'm just like, I've caught on to that, and so I don't know how he feels about me, and that makes me feel distrustful of him.
There's been a lot of talk that we'll be merging soon. But if we go as these 2 tribes, I'd need my vote a lot in case, you know, I am to get off the bottom here, because I think that that is I'm on the bottom for sure.
Obviously, we know if something happens right now, one of the two blue members would go.
So I really hope we don't go back because probably my death sentence.
Matt can't go first.
No. Oh yeah, you're right.
He can't
No,
go
but
first.
we can write whoever we want. We can write Bartley down. But if we're
Yeah.
pitching, we can pitch.
Pitch
Matt.
who?
But
Yeah.
no, that won't make sense because
I
I
think
like
we
him.
should-
Like
Yeah.
he knows I like
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
Like, he can tell I like him.
It's still kind of scary to be like betraying people that I have trust with, and kind of either way I go, I'm betraying people I have trust with, and I need to walk a very thin line, and I don't know how to do that yet.
But again, you out
What
yourself,
I-
but we still have the numbers.
What I'm worried about outing ourselves immediately for us, and this is very selfish, is that I wonder if it's a like cast 0% chance of winning the game for us, and like I don't know that I'm ready to be like.
I think it's a good move for us. I think we
Zero.
have zero resume right now.
I don't think they think that.
Oh, I think that they think we have no resume. I think
Yeah, because you
they
haven't gone to a
done
single
everything.
tribal yet.
And you
know?
pulled a big flip blindside idol shit as a team
Yeah.
that just kept winning and winning.
That's fucking awesome.
Sure.
That's a
0%
huge.
chance.
That's a huge resume.
I want to help shape the story of the season. I don't want to be a bystander. I don't have to win. I'd like one of the people I work with to win.
So best case scenario, the next thing that happens is a merge. Worst case scenario is that it's earned the merge and they drop 2 people, and then what would we be at?
I don't think that they
I don't
would
think they'll
drop
do
2
that.
people
Because
then
then
it's.
we'd be at.
So it would just be a random earn the merge. Just okay, they drop 1.
I
'Cause
think
after
it's gonna
this, we're
be.
gonna
I
be
think
at
it's gonna
12.
be merge and first person's not on jury.
I
Just from
think
a
that
numbers
too.
perspective.
Yeah,
too.
it feels like now would be the right time for a merge, and then we've got another day and a half of game.
I feel good, and I hate I hate saying that because that's the worst thing to say, but I do feel really good about it. At least R4 for sure.
I feel good with this squad. I know that it looks like it's 2v4, but really feel like we're a solid 6. I really hope we don't have to vote someone out, because going into a merge with a solid 6 would be awesome.
Yeah, I am. Now that I'm thinking more about it, I really think it's gonna be merge and then first person.
I have a hard time, again, we talked about it, but imagining just a 2-person challenge, like another one
Yeah.
built that way. And also a hard time imagining that they just do a crazy 6 and 6
Yeah.
A random.
random draw
Yeah.
challenge.
At this point.
It's gonna be chaos, and I hope it works out for me somehow.
I think our best chances would be Meg, Peter, Hannah, you, and me.
Yeah, I can see that. What about Rachel?
She's so deadly. I don't know.
She does seem like I don't know.
She's an
Cool, calm,
experienced
collected.
player. Yeah.
All like Jeff talked about like slightly like losing challenges to help out Blue, and then those 2 begged us, and it's like at the end of the day we were willing to kind of help you in order for you to get further in the game. I wish that there was the same in that end. So I don't know what that's gonna look like going into merge.
We kicked ass in our challenge. Just him and I. I just pushed to the metal. I'm like, I gotta win because we can't not do this. So, and I'm glad I had Bartley.
I don't want to see that flag no more.
I mean, I'm glad that you and I could win the only immunity for the shrine. Only 2 people.
That was such a high. And I'm just trying to get to the next step. We had coffee and tea.
That
We were
area
pretty
is
proud of
cursed.
that, Karis.
Did we ever win over there? No.
Yo,
No.
if we merge
It's
over
that
there,
camp.
First time that both.
We both have
Ever.
yo, if we merge over there, F.
I mean, I don't know. It's probably the most.
All right, Nebby, come on in. Nebby, come on in. Wetu and Hoda getting a look at the new Nebby tribe. Jacob voted out at the last tribal council. You guys can just park right here, please. Wetu, Hoda, need to take back immunity. You. All right. Tribal immunity is back up for grabs. Just kidding. You can drop your buffs, please. Please say the word merge. Say it.
I don't know.
Drop those buffs.
I'm not feeling it. But I want my buff.
But it is not quite the merge.
Oh my god.
And following a little bit of a new tradition, we do have to earn our spot at the merge. Here's how it's going to work. In this bag are 12 chips. There are 12 of you. You're going to put a number. You're going to be 1 through 12. There are 3 mini challenges to get you to the merge. One is more physical endurance based, one is more logic based, and one is more memory based. Number 1 will get to pick which one of those 3 challenges they want to do. Max of 4 people per challenge. All right? So you'll pick one of those, then 2 will pick, then 3. Once 4 spots are taken in one of those spots, you have to pick from what's left. So number 12, you will automatically get a spot at whatever's left. Does that make sense? Any questions? All right. I don't care who pulls what, when, where, and how. So someone take this and pick one and pass it around. Which of the 3 come on up, give me your chip, and which of the 3 would you like?
I'd like to do memory.
Memory. Make for memory, that's easy to remember, right over here. Jeff, which one would you like? Physical endurance. You will stand right over here, right to block Dan's shot. Matt, which one would you like?
Logic.
Logic. You will be right in the middle of those 2. So once again, physical, logic, memory. Maya.
I think I'm gonna go logic.
Logic, right in the middle there.
Logic.
Right in the middle there. Memory, memory.
I don't know what logic means.
All I know is I can't beat physical and I can't memorize.
Memory. Memory. Alright, so that means the 3 of you are the physical endurance crew. Alright. Physical. Alright. Can someone get me from this angle now? They're all over there. Nope. Alright. It's a little bit complicated, so I'm going to explain. Each group is going to go to one of the camps separately. So you will not be able to observe the other challenges. You will not know what happens. Okay? So each group is going to go. You're going to go with a little squad of production. We're going to take you to the separate areas. In each challenge, there will be 2 winners and 2 non-winners. I don't want to call them losers. So 2 people that are non-winners. All right? The winners are in the merge. They're going to go directly to Tribal Council and hang out there, just to be in a separate place. All right? The 2 losers are all going to come here. You will be here as a group, and you'll be going to Tribal Council to vote somebody out. I'll also let you know that 1 player from the winning group is going to get voted to join the losing group and vote with them. So there'll be 7 votes total. Once that vote happens and comes into that group of 6, they'll have some strategy time with you out here. So they'll get to know what's going on with the conversation. Everybody understand? They are safe, they cannot be voted out.
Okay.
They just are coming to vote. All right.
We'll be good. I'll be good.
No, we won't. 2 of us won't be.
Hopefully they'll still be good. Gotta be positive here.
It'll be good.
After yesterday, like, I'm
You're
breeding
right.
positivity.
I'm gonna take that
Everything
energy.
is better than yesterday.
Everything's better than yesterday. Yeah.
You ran like hell through the woods there.
Your
You ran for your life. Oh, because you were in there too with us, yeah.
We lost a few too many times. I was like, I can't do this
I was
one more
trying to
time.
like bob and weave through the trees, and you just cut straight through them.
Yeah, well, I'm reaping the
Okay,
benefits
yeah.
of
Well,
that now.
hey, you earned it though. I watched you do that. That was wild.
So basically what it comes down to is Jeff had an idol and got paranoid and played it, but it was a majority vote on Jacob. And so
He played it for himself?
Say what?
He played it for himself.
Jacob voted for...
No, Jeff played the idol for himself.
He played it for himself. He thought me and Meg were gonna flip on him with Jacob. So the idol's no longer in play, and I won't say things did not get heated between me and Jeff, but we kind of
I gave you a hug.
exchanged words.
Yeah, I had an issue. Yeah.
But it's okay. I think we have, like I just said, like I get emotional and like that was in the moment. So.
It happens.
Yep.
Do you know how he got his idol?
Do you think it was the priority? Because we were wondering what side we got that.
Yeah, I got your side for it.
No, because Trey said he got advantage, like individual advantage.
It sounded like they didn't put it on the board.
Yeah, I don't
on
think,
the board,
because we
like,
only had
6.
6 people.
Okay.
So I don't think any of us put it on the board because we were trying to.
I just, okay. I just honestly, like, I was just literally this whole time being like, yay, blue. I, like, didn't say anything against, and like, literally, and then,
like, you know, was it Meg and Matt were already plotting, like, to flip things around.
and they voted for me.
I thought they were gonna get rid of me, and they were telling me Hannah.
So it was 2-2-1.
But yeah, we ended up getting Jacob out, but it was
3, I think, I'm guessing 3-2 for Jacob, because there was 3.
We didn't see the last one.
Yeah, the last one was probably for Meg.
But
since
they
he
also
said
could have
he
changed
said,
their vote at the end.
Yeah, I mean, he said he was voting for Meg, and I don't think he would randomly change that to me for no reason. I don't
They
think.
probably were thinking about you. Because I told him I would, like, I said, I'll save you or something, like, try to get him stopped.
And I
anyway,
asked-
blue is broken.
Interesting.
That's good for you.
And
that's
so-
interesting for you.
And I asked Meg, and she said, I asked, what did you two talk about? And she said, oh, he's just paranoid. I think he likes to have one-on-ones with everybody before a vote. And I was like, yeah, that makes sense. Like,
And
why
as
not
we were
just-
walking in, he was talking to Matt in the back. And he was supposed to vote for Meg. And they flipped that because they probably weren't going to get one of us out. And maybe it was you, and that's why his vote was still on you.
And that might also explain like why he was crying so much, because I feel like we're close. I was legitimately like sobbing because I love Jacob and I just liked him as a person. So I was legitimately crying like, I don't want to vote this guy out who wants to be here, who wants to play. I'm not like super aligned with him, but I like we're like aligned right now, but I'm not like. So yeah, I don't know.
It's gonna get interesting now.
Oh my god.
Oh, and you had
I had an idol,
and he used it.
and I told them
got
I'd
no
play
votes.
it on you, and so they probably flipped the vote.
And
I ended up just playing.
I don't know how many freaking idols are out there, right?
Well, so Ozzy Matt played one at our first tribal.
But
And had we not voted the right way, I would no longer be here.
Welcome. You are the memory group. So just to recap, you're going to compete in a mini challenge. 2 of you will win and earn the merge. 2 of you will not win, and you will be heading to tribal council with the other non-winners from the other 3 challenges. Any questions on that? Great. This is a twist, not really a twist, I guess it's mostly a classic. Tell me a story type challenge. So I'm going to tell you a story, and then I'm going to ask you questions about the story that I told you, and I'll need you to give me your answers. If you get an answer wrong, you're out. All right. First 2 out are our non-winners. The last 2 standing will remain. You just each need to block. Doesn't matter what color. Anybody?
I had to. Do you want me to take
I
it?
ain't touching yellow.
Oh,
Get
that's
that
right here.
out.
I'll trade you. Do you want pink? I'm yellow. Yeah.
Come on.
Thank you.
All right. So you've got A, B, C, D on there, as well as true and false. All right?
Okay.
All right. Okay. I'll begin. After more than 50 applications, Outlast's very first season was in 2022 and brought 18 people together to battle it out for the first ever title of the Outlast champion. 2 tribes of 9 started the game, Wonkus wearing orange and Kano wearing purple. Kano is a word that comes from a regional Native American language meaning bear, and Wonkus meaning fox. We also considered using words for bird, coyote, deer, and frog, as those are all animals that are quite common in this part of Massachusetts. Kano had 5 male identifying players and 4 female identifying players. Wonkus had 5 female identifying players and 4 male identifying players. There were players from Massachusetts, Maine, Connecticut, New York, New Jersey, Texas, Michigan, and Florida. Surprisingly, There were no contestants from Rhode Island, New Hampshire, Vermont, or Pennsylvania. During the opening challenge, the marooning, Carlos snagged the first advantage in the game, earning himself a visit to the Outlast opportunity, where he earned a steal a vote by choosing the box labeled Outwit, even though a challenge advantage was in the box labeled Outplay, and the legacy advantage was in the box labeled Outlast. Wonkus dominated early reward challenges, winning 3 out of the first 4 challenges. They were Sink or Soak, Bodies and Brains, a trio of idle hands, and a hero's work is never done. But Kano found a way to pull out the first immunity win, sending Wonkus to the first tribal council, where we saw Lizzie receive safety from Kano, and a tie vote between Stephanie and Kim at 4-4. On the revote, it was 4 votes Stephanie and 3 votes Kim, so Stephanie was our first casualty. I won't give too many more spoilers, but it was an amazing game with blindsides, correct and incorrect immunity idle plays, a quit due to illness, flipping of alliances, fire making, and a close 4-3 vote at the final Outlast Tribal Council. That is the end of the story. All right, I'm now going to ask the questions. I'll give you about a 3 count to give me your answer. Number 1, true or false? Outlast 2022 started in 3 tribes. 3, 2, 1, reveal. False. Everybody got it right. Everyone's correct. Of the first 4 challenges, what was the first challenge I mentioned? Bodies and Brains, Sink or Soak, a hero's work is never done, a trio of idle hands. So A, Bodies and Brains, B, Sink or Soak, C, a hero's work is never done, or D, a trio of idle hands. 3, 2, 1, reveal. Correct answer is B, Sink or Soak. Meg, you are out. Next question. What does Kano translate to in a Native American language? A is fox, B is bird, C coyote, D is bear. Once again, A is fox, B is bird, C coyote, D is bear. 3, 2, 1, reveal. The correct answer is bear, D. Andy, you are out. So Stephanie, Bartley, you have earned the merge. Congratulations.
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 You got this, y'all.
It's okay. It's okay.
I'm really proud of you. I am open. Obviously, we're getting boom, 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 right? And these are people who voted for me. So I've ingratiated myself enough to stick around, and we won a whole bunch of challenges yesterday, which frankly saved my life. So I'm open to it. I just, if I'm going to be completely honest, I just need to know that there's cracks.
Oh my God, are there cracks? Like the last, it's been a lot lately, and it might look like everything is rock solid, but just our last tribal was what the hell just happened? That's not what we talked about at all.
What you have the votes for?
Well, we were gonna vote for Jacob, even though we felt horrible about it because he's awesome.
He's a great kid.
I mean, God, and he was wonderful at camp last night and all that. But yeah, I feel like this isn't a time to do anything crazy. It's just not the right time. Things will happen eventually, but not right now. But I feel like my other 3 people started getting super paranoid, and I didn't realize how paranoid they were. Otherwise, I would have tried to calm it down a little bit more. But Jeff ended up playing an idol.
Really?
He wasn't in any danger. What the hell? And then I told Jacob, just put your vote on me. I already have a vote, by the way, from Alex. So I'm just put your vote on me. Don't mess up anybody else. I feel confident that I can handle having 2 votes on me for some reason. And I don't want anybody, it just seems silly to mess up somebody else. And then he put it on Hannah. So now Hannah's what the hell? And I'm nothing to do with me. Just paranoid, early morning paranoia that just went to hell.
I mean, when you're on the precipice of the merge, people can make some erratic decisions.
Yes.
Okay, so it sounds like
blew up.
I mean,
it just blew up, basically.
Okay, so
and now I don't know.
And you haven't had time to resolve it all.
And we haven't had time to resolve it, so I don't even know if they believe me. I don't know if Hannah believes me. I don't know if Jeff believes me. Matt apologized. But anyway, before all that, we were talking about how we were like last night lying in bed going like, well, if there's room, you know, if Andy isn't like super copacetic with the other yellows.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, there is nobody in this game who's caught more votes than I have. And I would like to land somewhere that I feel comfortable, finally. Like, I mean, I had comfort yesterday out of sort of a marriage of convenience because we had 4-2, but then we didn't go into any tribals, and so it never really had to get tested in any way. I had a number of positive, like I told you, I think, conversations with Peter and Rachel, just like they were immediately saying like, okay, we were trying to help you out, you know.
I can see the three of you getting along really well.
Yeah, no, clicked really well when we could find time. Obviously, small camp, hard to get away, but the conversations we had, they're, I mean, if they're any indication of what the rest of you are like, although outside of the chaos that you just described.
Sorry.
Then,
Usually we're pretty chill.
So
we are gonna get 2 out of Rachel, Peter, and Hannah. That's great.
Okay.
So whoever it is, the 4 of us can keep each other
safe. I mean, that's the magic number. Is
and
4.
we wanted to get together anyway.
Okay, so you, me, say it
And
again.
2 of those people, 2 out of Peter,
Rachel
or
Hannah, if they're here.
they will be here.
Okay.
Because Jeff will leave, so it's gonna be 2 out of those 3.
Okay.
And
It's
who
the
knows
magic
her
number.
logic?
Yeah.
So we don't even care. So we do.
So for like the longest time, we didn't know what your name was, so we were all calling you just Toothless.
Okay, Peter told me that, and that is the ultimate icon move. I can't even believe that happened. That's my whole life right there.
You have a hot mama back home?
Yeah, hot wife.
Nice.
Yeah, got a hot
Very
wife
cool.
at home who
How
thinks
long
I'm
y'all-
crazy for doing this.
Ah, yeah.
She
My
thinks
boyfriend
I'm-
thinks I'm crazy too.
Absolutely, yeah.
How long y'all been together?
We've been together for a while, but we just got married in April, actually.
Congratulations.
Thank you. What about you guys?
We've only been together for 6 months.
Ooh!
This time last year, I was going through a divorce. So.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Well, I'm sorry, but look
Yeah.
at you.
Yeah. Here we are.
Here we are. This is wild. This is freaking wild.
Merge though.
I can't believe I made the merge. I had a song ready to sing, but I don't.
Oh,
I feel too nervous.
Are you the party one?
Well, no, what's the party one?
I don't know. Did you just life the party?
Am I?
Yeah.
Oh no. Well, we
And
knew
I'll
it
tell
was gonna
you,
be one of the.
Have you seen any idols yet?
No.
It was
No.
the ugliest, stupidest looking rock.
What was it?
It was just
a
like
rock.
a little white rock. So if someone shows you something like that, it looks like a fake.
It's not fake.
But it's
Oh,
not.
did it have the paperwork with it?
It had the canvas and it had like the rope and all stuff like that. And Matt thought that I planted it because I had gone to get water.
Yeah.
And it just looked so derpy. And after we
Yeah.
got our new puffs, there was string on it. And so I was thinking like,
Oh,
y'all
yeah.
keep all the string. Like we don't know
Do
what
it
we're
up.
gonna need it for.
Yeah.
He thought that I made it and dropped it over there.
Stop. Stop.
Yeah.
So
Went from like very high on Nebby to very low yesterday.
that must have been awful. You guys fought for your life, but there's something to be
Yeah.
said for fighting for your life. I mean, I think watching Rachel and Peter fight for their life, and I don't know. We have a lot to talk about, obviously.
Yeah.
And we will.
We will.
We have plenty of time.
Yeah.
We'll talk a lot, but
I definitely feel at a pretty severe disadvantage right now.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you do. I do even more.
We don't know any of you all.
That's
Sarah
true.
and I, like we haven't been on a
Oh my god. My legs still feel like jelly from all the running yesterday. From yesterday and from the puzzle when we did together. Oh.
Welcome to Logic. So, this is very simple. You're each going to pick a spot, and when I say go, you're going to flip over the instructions, and then flip over your tiles. The letters mean absolutely nothing. You'll see what you have to do very simply on the other side. It's pretty much that simple, and again, the first 2 winners will earn the merge, and the other 2 will be voting. when you think you have it, just yell check. I'll check, tell you if you're right. It's up to you if you want to hide your answer, if you want to leave it, totally up to you. But you will be facing outwards. Any questions? Set, go. Acorns falling on Rachel. Sarah earns a merge.
Good job, Sarah.
Thank you.
I'm looking for one more. Check. Rachel earns the merge.
Good job.
Copy, thanks.
You're welcome.
It was 142576. Nice job,
Always
guys.
been a cheater.
All right.
No, I mean, it's fine.
I feel like you and Bertley and me and Peter have like missed out on the group.
I feel like
So
I feel like, you know, obviously because him and I were just like we're gonna be perceived as a pair, whereas like I also feel like you two are on that tribe. So it's like I feel like we kind of need each other in that way.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, I'm grateful for all the things that both tribes have done to keep Blue strong. And I'm happy to stay that way if that's what you guys want to do.
Also happy to stay that way.
But also, if you wanted to try to switch things up, like, I think there's numbers in either direction.
At some point we're gonna have to.
Right.
Like, for example,
I feel like the
guarantee
four of us
we're
are on the
going-
bottom of the blue tribe now because we didn't have that.
Like, Jeff is 100% gonna be here.
Yeah.
And
apparently he played an idol. Oh, you were in that.
Yeah. I had a feeling because the first night I saw him wander off because I was up all night, so I saw what everyone was doing. I saw him wandering off, so I figured that he got it, and I'm wondering if he got it. So like,
I know there's advantages to not sleeping, but I can't make that sacrifice.
Oh no, I don't make the sacrifice either.
I know.
All right, everyone, welcome to the endurance section of Earn the Merge. So for this challenge, you will be standing on the bricks while holding a platter with a ball on top. After 2 minutes, if you're all still up there, we'll add a second ball. After another 2 minutes, we'll add a third. If you happen to get through that, we'll go on 1 foot.
Oh.
No. Hopefully it doesn't get to that. So you'll be able to adjust the bricks however you want, because obviously this ground isn't the most perfect, right? And we will also be drawing for spots. So, all right, put your ball on top of the platter. You can still hold it. When I say go, you must remove your hand. All right, go. Peter moving around a little bit. I'll see you up on a little bit. Nick and Jeff have been steady. Peter smoothing out a bit. Chelsea's wobbling, but her ball's not really moving that much.
I feel that.
Chelsea, a lot of movement. So far, balancing doesn't seem to be too much of a factor. She's able to remain on the bricks pretty well. Chelsea is in trouble. Who knows if the bugs will end up being a factor here?
They will.
30 seconds left in this round. And time. Grab it. Everyone grab their balls. Go. Chelsea immediately in trouble. Hannah in trouble. Peter and Jeff have been steady. Hannah, we're coming in. Hannah is out of the challenge. We're looking for one more. Chelsea recovering, but she is in a precarious position. Peter and Jeff still steady, no movement. Chelsea has been steady since she was able to get her balls to stop. No. And Chelsea is out, so that is the end of the challenge. Peter and Jeff, you win. You will come with me.
Do what makes sense for.
Congratulations
on the merge.
See you soon.
Yeah, congrats on the merge. I'll try.
Just the one.
Say anything. It was just like.
And I know at some point, like I'm gonna be like I've heard it. Like I know I'm gonna be where the votes are gonna go like after the merge. Right. But like we're at, what, like 13? Like there's a long way to go.
Yeah. I mean,
and I don't know. Numbers are more important right now than like doing that.
So who do you feel like then on your tribe you can trust? Jeff?
Only Jeff. Only Jeff. He also could have been lying to me, but it would be weird to like lie to me then use an idol for himself for no reason. I think he was also, and I think since like we're both friends, like same ages, same area, like I think we're just seen like as a pair.
Yeah.
I get it. Like I'm seen as a threat because of the challenges, but like
no, I
in terms
totally
of who wins, like that's not. It's perception.
Yeah.
But anyway, again, I'm completely open.
Right.
Hannah and I are both screwed, so me and her both open to working with anyone right now.
Anything. Okay.
Obviously we had trust before, but now it's kind of.
Now it's
I know for you have to figure it out because I know you also had that with Matt.
Yeah,
If he's the one to flip on me, you know.
Yeah. Right.
Who knows? Like unless you know from a past life, like you don't really know anyone.
No,
so.
I don't. Yeah, and he didn't bring up anything like that at all.
Yeah.
But ultimately we were more focused on alliances and like loyalty because numbers matter more to us right now.
And how many do you have right now? Like we don't like total.
Now that Jacob's gone, it's just 4 of us. It's just me, Stephanie, Andy, and wow, I'm blanking on names already. Maya. So it's just the 4 of us left that were the original yellow.
But then if you took me and Jeff, that'd be 6. And then how many would they have?
Yeah. Now it's gonna be very interesting.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I thought it'd be nice and simple,
Yeah.
just for a little bit. Just wanted to make the jury. But
literally all I told my
like we went into this whole thing thinking that your whole tribe was just going to knock us out one by one, and so we have gone into it saying like, yep, we're going to hold strong and just see if we can pull people in or something.
And with me you also take Jeff.
Yeah. And so
I believe maybe he's also lying to me, but again, why would he burn his idol for no reason?
Got it. I know that clue.
Then you first look at the logic non-earners of the merge.
Hey
and
guys.
our endurance non-earners of the merge.
Hey.
Hello.
Guess what it was? I did balance a ball on a plate. It was like my balls were splitting and then they just least favorite thing in the world. So I was like, well.
I believe him. Like, I understand the story now. It just like really confused me, and I just like wish that you had told me ahead of time, like we're changing the plan, because then I would have not seen my name in front. And then Jeff also like grabbed me and was like, "Wait, they're trying to get you out." Which
Because he thought we were
trying to get him out.
How do you feel generally about putting something?
I mean, I was feeling really good until we had tribal today and everything went like super chaotic. So I'm not, oh my God. So I actually I need to check with my 2 people who I thought were totally solid and find out what happened. I think I know what happened. I'm just like, guys, why?
So based on talk from Blue Camp, I would like to maybe vote Andy.
So yeah,
I honestly feel like I'm in a terrible spot right now.
Why?
I mean, we haven't necessarily needed to test anything as the 6 of us, right? Because we've kept winning. But I'm also like, I don't feel like we earned all of those.
You did. No, there's a rumor that we threw something. We so did not throw
I heard
anything.
a rumor that it was being thrown, and
I think because Blue, so I'm a little bit on the outs with Blue now, because I was going to try to shake things up, because I'm not, like, it's been a great ride with Blue, but like, we need some movement, and I want to meet some other people too.
yeah.
Are you working well with Stephanie and Chelsea?
I mean, we've all we got, right? I think we've been going on pretty well, but again, we haven't had a tribal to really, I mean, not since the very beginning, right? So we haven't had a tribal to fully test it, and we didn't always vote the same way.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, that was my second question.
I think Andy might, I just think he's advantage heavy from Sin Blue sending him all the time. So that's kind of where my head's at. So I just feel like we're good.
Yeah.
So whatever happens, I'm not
I appreciate that, and I would say the same to you. You know, going into this, we sort of expected that Blue was like Blue strong and is just going to vote out all of the original Yellow tribe like one by one. So it's interesting to hear that there was some dynamic change there. I am hesitant to vote Andy personally, but would promise you that I would not write your name. I'm trying to play a certain game and I can't write his name down.
Sure.
So let me just quickly tell you, our last trip was like insanity. I'm still getting the pieces, and I honestly don't know who to trust or what to do. I don't know if they're like lying to me right now. They're assuring me like you're fine, and like when they say it to me, like I do believe them, but at the same time, like maybe I don't understand why that was a thing. Like, what happened?
Jeff, there was talk of movement, and I pitched to Jeff, like, hey, what's best for your game? Because he showed me some trust, and I was, like, trying to look out for him. And that made him very paranoid, that conversation. And so he had an idol, and he played at tribal when he didn't need to. He got spooked. And so when we came out of tribal, which, we should have come out, like, super unified, because we stay Blue strong, but he was upset with, I think he was upset that he used his idol. I was a little bit butthurt that he didn't trust me.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll tell you my perspective. I feel desperate. Like, I've been seeing my former tribe mates get picked off one by one, and I'm worried that that's going to continue to emerge. And so my perspective is, give me a chance. I want to just keep going so bad. This is the first live game I've ever played.
Same. I know.
Was it unanimous on me?
We only saw 4 of the votes out of the 5. There was 3 Jacob and 1 on him. And so from what I've talked to everyone, voted Jacob.
And so Jacob voted for Hannah. Did someone feed him that name?
When I talked to him last as we were walking up, he was between Meg or Hannah on the vote.
I'm just like, I just want to make it to the
Right, I
merge,
just
and then
wanna
you
get
guys.
to the merge.
I
And
want.
so-
Of course, we all want to win, but then at least you will experience the full game in person.
Right, and so now my perspective is, I will do whatever you want me to do.
That's what I was saying to Chelsea when we were back there. I said to her, like, I will flip. I'm just like afraid. Like, I'm just afraid of flipping, and then I'm just on the bottom of your thing.
I can tell you I feel on the bottom, so I don't feel like it would be that way.
I don't know if they'll ever come back together. It feels fractured, like just everywhere. I feel like I see duos. And so that's my perception too. Like, I don't know what's going on in green. I don't know what's going on in yellow, but I just see duos everywhere. So in my perspective, like, once those duos start breaking up, like, anything can happen.
Separately, Matt threw out my name to the other 2 blues and was basically like, so is this really what we want, or like is this the best what's for your game? Oh my gosh, Jeff. And then allegedly both Jeff and Meg said no, this is stupid. Why would we like cannibalize ourselves when we're about to potentially go into a merge with like major numbers? And he was like, okay. And then I guess he told Jacob to still vote for me so that Meg already
got a vote.
Yeah, so Meg already has a vote, so he wanted Meg not to have 2 votes to like split up the votes. And I was like, that's fine. Like if Jacob wanted to, like I would be fine if I got a vote. But like, why didn't you tell me? And why was it nobody approached me about like, is this the best option? No, like not a single person approached me about that.
You know, she's saying that she's willing to flip. Do you believe her?
Because of how shaken up she was during that challenge. And she is seemingly very upset that her name was written down at the last tribal council. And so obviously I can't be 100% certain, but I did feel I believed her, I guess.
Okay. I mean, I trust your read. I was sort of more in the middle.
Like it didn't have to be that we could just come in and then we would get the majority instead we're doing this crazy stuff. And like obviously, like, I'll be honest with you, like obviously I've been talking to the groups and been like, I'm angry discussing options because like honestly because I'm freaked out, so I'm not.
Absolutely. That her and Jeff are tight, but they're on the outs with the rest of the group because they turned on them and put votes on him. And that she's pissed that Jeff wasted his idol because now they still need it because they're on the bottom of blue. And so she just kept saying to me, like, I'll do whatever. She was like pitching herself to me hard, desperately. She's like, I'll do whatever. I'll vote however you want. Every person, like, just tell me who it is, but not Jeff.
I'm sorry, I'm like losing my mind, and I think after this vote, it'll be logic probably even more.
Actually,
I think I do.
Let's like figure it all out after this vote. Let's just get rid of it. Or are they making did they plan this in advance? They're making it all up. But that would be such an intricate lie to get them all on board with. Like it feels like too much to have done in half an hour.
Like, if you're about to, I just would like to stay. I just want to stay for this vote. Okay, I guess. Okay, that's crazy. What if you're...
Matt just told me that Blue is throwing their name out there a lot because now they're worried of what you might have as they sent you on the journey.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to tell you in case you need something, if you get bad vibes or...
Yeah, I'm gonna, if I have to play the idol, I will play the idol. Yeah, because I worry it's a bit of a smokescreen.
I also, though, did mention to Matt that I don't want to write your name down. So I guess it's also possible that I just screwed myself and they wrote me instead.
So I believe he has stuff based on what we gave him. I just don't want us to put this in the ass. But I think we just need to make that match. That's the goal right now.
Then I would have done it that's all. I'm because of you. Man, we're gonna piss off. Why would that was a surprise? Was that brought up together?
Like if we don't hear anything else, just assume.
All right, welcome. You each have earned a spot at the merge. Woo! Stephanie and Peter. I'll also be giving this to you to bring back to your camp to hang up. And I have some silver Sharpies if you want to decorate it, add a name, come up with a name, those types of things. So I'll be taking that back with you. But first we have a very important task. And I want to be clear, there's no communication of any kind, but one at a time you're going to go to the voting booth and vote one of the 6 of you to join the losing group and vote with them at their tribal council. So one of the 6 of you will join that group. You'll be safe, but you will have a vote in deciding that fate. You cannot communicate with each other, okay? So it's up to you who you want to vote of this group to go and be a part of that tribal council. Peter, you're up.
Votes. Remember, you don't necessarily not want to see your name. You may not want to see your name on here, but maybe you do. So these aren't the worst votes you could get. First votes. Rachel. Sarah. 1 vote Rachel, 1 vote Sarah. Bartley. 1 vote Rachel, 1 vote Sarah, 1 vote Bartley. Peter. 1 vote Rachel, 1 vote Sarah, 1 vote Bartley, 1 vote Peter. 2 votes left. Rachel. 2 votes Rachel. 1 vote Peter, 1 vote Sarah, 1 vote Bartley. And the last vote is Peter. So we have a tie between Peter and Rachel. So one of you two will definitely be going. Here's how it's going to work. We're going to re-vote. If it ends up in a deadlock tie, then we'll go to rocks between Rachel and Peter. So not a traditional rocks vote, but you guys will just pull out of a bag to go. All right, so you're all going to re-vote one more time. Have to vote for Rachel or for Peter. Get to the re-vote. First vote, Peter. Next vote, Rachel. 1 vote Peter, 1 vote Rachel. Next vote, Peter. And the last vote is for Rachel. So we have another tie. So we're going to rocks. So in here there's 2 chips. There's a 1 and a 2. If you're the number 1, you'll be going. Who wants to reach in first? Don't show it. Hold it in that hand. All right, hold your palms out. Palm up. And now we will bring in the 7th person. Come on in. Rachel joining the individuals that will be voting. All right. Feel free to chat, deliberate, do whatever you want. Just wanted to announce and welcome Rachel.
Can we use the photo?
Yes.
Thank you.
You can stop. Honestly, either way, you guys have clearly proved that you're blue strong. So did yellow. Except, like, everything blew up today. Like, everyone's like, there's total chaos right now. But I think we're probably okay for this because we're idol legit. Yeah, everything went crazy. So, do you, I mean, I could go either way. I feel like I haven't played yet. So, like, yeah, I don't even have a torch. So, are you trying to go away from blue? Not right now. Not yet. Not yet.
I just had a talk with Chelsea, and she told me, as much as I hate it, again, this is making my gut churn. Yeah, that taking out Maya makes sense. She's very reluctantly talked to me. Or I'm reluctant. She's very convincing. I'd like to earn some goodwill and head into this very fractured merge with some new friends.
Honestly, I have to get close with and I know that Peter's really close with you. So part of that, I want to work with you. But I also recognize that like we didn't talk game at all before we split. So I know, but I was thinking I was going to. It was on my list of things to do.
It's not easy to move Maya. I really don't want to do it. But people I trust are telling me that that's the path. And it avoids more chaos in this mess, and I don't need any more anxiety in my life.
Yeah.
So I'll do it. I know that Matt is apparently super engaging and charming and everybody loves him, which is dangerous in its own way, but I get good vibes off of him.
I heard for them that people were saying Andy, go down to Andy or I'm sure they have bad information. I'm not surprised.
Which is probably fine.
Yeah. Just want to make sure we have good information.
I feel like it's going to be moving. I just got the inkling from Meg because they think you have an idol and you're going to
because he was on the chopping block twice in a row, and he knew it, and he played nothing.
That's Maya. I could go either way. I don't know. I heard from. I'm fine with either. Okay.
Just have to find out. Why don't?
Let's just go. There's a fate piece here.
Yeah.
I mean, we have given Rachel everything she asked for. And if she turns her back on that, she was going to turn her back on us for the rest of the merge anyway. And we'd all be gone one after the other.
Right, that's a good point.
So it's really like she either sides with us now and we take a stand and we take over the merge, or she has decided to throw in with blue because she thinks she has a path with them. And we were never going to get anywhere anyway. Maya's really scared and just played without Andy. She thinks he knows more. Great. So I said I'd come over here. But what do you do? What's best for us? I think Maya's best for us. Does Andy have trust with us? I think, or does he? But he's like, whatever. I think we can.
All right. Yeah, that's what I thought too. But
okay.
That's my gut. I had something in my head that I was going to tell you, but I am so exhausted that I forgot what it was already.
Believe me, that's why I keep sitting down. And a crazy 24 hours. I've been taking shots. I've been taking votes. God forbid I end up in a tie situation where all those votes come back to haunt me. May end up happening. I want you to understand with all sincerity. I want you, me, and Chelsea in a final three. Yeah.
Because I'm 3 girls are strong.
And I feel like my top in that group would probably be Chelsea and Andy. We all did like a speed dating thing, which was my idea, to like get to know each person individually, and those two both stuck out to me of having the same like motive as me of I want to find my loyal people and I want to take them to the end and beat them or not or whatever, but like loyalty is my thing. I'm marrying the person I met in 4th grade.
And then also, I learned that Jeff made like a 3-pack with me, him, and Hannah. And he also made a 3-pack with you and I think he's like, I mean, we can't vote for him right now, so we should talk about him. But yeah, I think there's a lot of room. But also, they're all 4 blues are talking right now, which is making me real nervous.
I think that Jeff still thinks that he's my number one. He's given me the eyes and everything, but I know he does that with everybody.
But he also said this to like all 3 of us, so.
And he is getting challenges, and I said since day one I didn't want to be aligned with him. It was just like an accident, and then we never voted, so it wasn't even real.
So then maybe, does it make sense to try to just get him out when we're ready? Yeah. Eventually. Okay. Okay. So.
I don't want season 2 of Outlast to be told without involving me and the people I am with.
I feel closer to you than either of them. Even though we haven't been together, you know, that's like, I guess I'm closer to them, but like they freaked me out. Like, Matt literally threw my name out and told somebody to vote for me. So,
I don't think it was malicious, but. But the question is, are you but also, if you want to stay blue strong, I'll do that. What I'm saying is, like, I don't want you to go back to blue and be like, Hannah voted. I voted once, like, no one's proof they're just to me. This is the ones that's proof they're just to me. Hannah was talking. She's very upset about how the last trial went down, and she told me she was considering flipping. So I think, even if you do vote with us, people could think it's her. You know what I mean? Okay. Well, and you guys only vote for me. I know that is on Peter's, like, don't vote Outlast. Also, I don't feel close to her, but that's Peter's closest ally. To me, I have throughout that. Okay, yeah. Do you hear, like, we're not blessing against that? I would, if I were to do it, if you hear that, will you tell me what's happening? Yeah, I won't tell her, trust me, because I'm really annoyed too.
Meg, she sees the game the same way I do. The people, we talk strategy. We've been tight since we made eyes when we walked up. On the outside, Tribal looked like it was supposed to go. Jacob went home, but the chaos afterwards was crazy. Talking to Jeff just kind of blew up my game.
There's 7 votes total. There's right now 4 blue, 3 yellow. But if like I flipped, then it would be 4. Yeah. So if you flipped, blue would definitely win the vote. I completely up to you. I understand how difficult of a position this is because you're probably feeling like if you flip, then
I'm on the bottom. I guess.
And are you on the bottom anyways?
Yeah.
Question.
And I want to apologize to you, Mercy. I'm sorry that I had that conversation with him. And like he spun it like we were both trying to get Hannah out. And like fucks up. So I'm trying to take accountability for that.
Thank you. I appreciate it because, yeah, I'm not into that at all.
So are you open to May?
I should just. Okay.
We'll figure all that stuff out. If we want to give her room to flip, we should do what she wants. What she wants, Matt. That's what she said. She told me. Because there was a moment where I was like, I cannot work with Matt anymore. Because he was so chaotic at the last tribal. And I did divulge that. I think we should do Matt. Why? Because he's so. What he did in tribal was so
I'm playing the idol.
I thought you had said I voted for that. I thought that's what you said. And I just
They come after me because of the
he was like the guy I was closest with, but I'm like, I can't work with that. Like, there's all this shit that we done. It's so much that I can't even catch you up on. But basically, Hannah will never trust me again.
We get another ally, and then Jeff comes with her. He's a deal package.
I've been spending all my time telling Hannah I had nothing to do with it because I didn't. So I'm just like, I can't do that. She said, I can't work with that.
You know, he wasn't who we wanted, and so we'll have to talk about when to get him out.
That's not a deal breaker. It's fine, but that's her. If that's what you gotta do, like, feel good. We can do that. He was on both me and Peter's, like, don't vote Outlast. So he initially was too. I wanted to do them. I wanted to do me. Matt and Peter. I was interested in that for. And I was just like, just the fact that he literally proposed to our whole tribe doing what to Hannah. I think that we can trust them. Yeah. I mean, that's all we can do right now, really, because they've got the majority. So we're sort of at their mercy. Yeah, and then it's just figuring out A, do we have to play the idol, and B, on who? That's I don't feel good about either of it. And Peter's gonna be mad at me too. But he said both of them were on his no vote list. You and Matt were on no vote list. I don't want to sound too sure. I don't think so. Oh, I'm so naive. The only person I did what I don't like, the only person who I was like, oh, you're my number one is Jeff. I know, but he's full of shit. He's got Tesla. Yeah, you can't trust people with Tesla. Now I'm losing track of all this stuff. The last plan I heard was like, so
So that's what's going to happen? And you're going to do that with us? And we can run this thing? Good. Great.
And I'm feeling cautiously optimistic, I would say.
They're both blue, so that's fucking good, right? No, I feel great about it. I just want to make sure we're on the same page. So actually, this, I think, yeah, I need to go talk to Hannah and then tell me. Yeah, okay, cool.
I stick with my people. And I haven't been able to do that. My torch isn't even lit to be snuffed out.
So this will be interesting. This is going to be like calling people's bluffs.
Yeah. I
And,
mean, there's multiple different stories. The frustrating thing is that so much of this hinges on Rachel.
So I'm excited for that.
And I think she's playing both sides because she wants to keep both avenues open. I think she's willing to help us here, and I think we kind of have to go with that.
All right, welcome, U7, to Tribal Council. This is a big one. This is an important one. Make it through this Tribal Council and you will enter the merge. You'll be a part of the merge tribe. The rest of your tribe is already at the old Poda camp. That will be the merge camp, and you will join them. You can make it through this vote. So Chelsea, tell me a little bit about what it was like out on that field for the last 15, 20 minutes, whatever that was. It felt like maybe longer, maybe shorter.
I was gonna say, was that all? I mean, it definitely felt a little overwhelming, I would say, is probably the word I would pick, just because now is the time that we're starting to integrate with each other, and so you're getting to know some people that you've never met before, and also needing to quickly determine if you can trust them or not. And so that just, like, collectively, and then also knowing that we're coming to tribal, it's a little overwhelming.
Yeah. So Andy, what is the move? Who do you talk to? Who do you not talk to? What do you say? What do you not say?
You talk to everybody and you talk to them whatever they want to talk about. Get to know, I mean, we've talked about speed dating before, but it's really about, the game changes when you hit the merge. People's priorities change, alignments change, and trying to suss out what kind of flexibility there might be, and see what kind of people you're dealing with. I've not been shy about saying I look for certain kinds of people, players, and quick auditions, but you just try to get a sense of the heart of people, and who you can put your trust in, because the numbers are getting small, and the paranoia is high. My heart rate's probably about 250 right now. It was 220 when we started walking down the pathway. Trust is all you got. It's the only thing that's going to save you.
So Maya, there are obviously your original tribal lines that could come into play, your swapped tribal lines that could come into play, and just your own individual game and who you want in the game, who you may not want in the game. What is taking priority for you right now?
Honestly, I'm not feeling like I'm in a good position right now, and I will do whatever it takes to get to the merge.
All right. Matt, so do whatever it takes. What will you do or not do at this vote to make it to the merge?
Well, there's a lot of things I'll do for money, but I will say I don't know. It depends what position you are in going to tribal council. Obviously, I feel better being in a majority of the original blue, so I don't feel like I have to do as much. Where Maya's position, she feels like she's in a different place where she might have to do anything it takes. So right now, I'll do some things. Later, I'll get to anything.
All right, sounds good. Hannah, anything about the last tribal councils or the previous tribal councils that are informing this vote? Anything that's kind of, the last couple of tribal councils have been fast and furious. Anything that is potentially affecting this vote? Kind of, the last couple of tribal councils have been fast and furious. Anything that is potentially affecting this vote?
Yeah, so the last tribal council, the council itself was not chaotic, but what happened after was absolute insanity. Jeff, like everybody here knows this, Jeff ran after me and told me that like these two were trying to get me out, and that he played his idol because he thought it was like a double fake out to save himself. And then we thought that the vote was going on Meg, but instead I got a vote. And like I heard that Matt threw that out. So I was really pissed at Matt and was like, okay, well, Blue is over. Like, and that, you know, of course, though I did speed dating with everybody. So I'm hearing all sides and obviously have to think about what makes sense for my individual game. But a lot of things came up and a lot of things were also rehashed.
So Meg, she brings up a good point. There is what gets you through this merge, there's your long term, right? We've been talking about this theme. What's going to get you right here, right now through this vote, and what is best for your long term game? Which are you prioritizing for this round?
Short term.
Tell me more about that. What's good for you in the short term?
I mean, I think that I'm not sure that things that I could conjecture what is best for me long term right now, but this particular setup is, and considering what happened at the last tribal, I don't have enough intel to know really a long term strategy for this particular vote. So that is why I'm going short term.
Right. Rachel, you were kind of tossed into this craziness a little bit late. So what were those maybe 10 or 15 minutes like for you versus what they had?
Yeah, Andy said it's kind of like speed dating. It felt more like The Bachelorette for me. I just kind of stood in one spot and people like took turns waiting for me. I even said like, this is my first time meeting with her. Can I come back to you in 5 minutes? So it was, you know, it's fun when I'm already wearing black and this is my first time voting, but I also have a lot to prove with that.
So what do you do in this scenario? I'll ask you back-to-back questions, but what when you say you have to prove something, what are your priorities right now? Long-term, short-term, individual game, tribal lines? What is it coming down to you for you?
I feel like my short-term and long-term goals are kind of aligned, so that makes it a little easier for me, I guess.
All right. Is there anything anybody wants to say to each other? To me, we love a live tribal. If it's ever going to happen, I feel like this might be the one. Anything anybody wants to say before we get to the vote? You're up first.
Hi Maya, just met you. You're lovely. Hopefully we can see each other after the game.
Maya, this is the first time I've broken my promise to someone. I told you I was voting Andy, and that's the way I wanted to go, but I think I'm on the bottom of Blue now, so I have to show solidarity with them. I'm sorry, I really wanted to work with you.
So Meg, I never actually got the chance to play with you. Unfortunately, I'm sure, I don't know what I'm sure of, but just I never got the chance to play with you. I'm feeling incredibly vulnerable. I know my name's out there, and I'm putting a lot of trust in Rachel right now, that she is telling me the truth. And that both her and Hannah are gonna vote with us and whatever Meg. So she's got my life in her hands,
I'm hoping for the best.
The odds, it sunk in just recently when I had a moment of clarity that I'm being duped are high. But you have to put your faith in someone, otherwise we original yellows were doomed. I'm a little worried, a lot worried actually, that the idol that I will play is fake and that I've been heavily played, which good on them, clever. Or it works out this way and I can have some faith moving forward.
Pumped I finally get to play. Nothing against you.
All right. Rachel, thank you for your service. You're welcome to head back. All right. Once votes are read, the person will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol or an advantage and you'd like to use it, now is the time to do so.
It dawned on me during this conversation that this might be fake, but on the off chance it's real.
Thank you. Playing it on who?
I'm playing it on myself.
On yourself. This is a hidden immunity idol. Any votes cast for Andy will not count. Anything else? All right. First vote. Maya. Meg. One vote Maya, one vote Meg. Maya. Meg. 2 votes Maya, 2 votes Meg. Next vote. Meg. 3 votes Meg, 2 votes Maya. Next vote is for Meg. Meg with 4 votes, that's enough. Please bring me your torch. Meg, thank you so much for playing. Your tribe has spoken. The other 5 of you receive your bucks.
Oh my god, I'm gonna cry.
All right, you are gonna head back to the old yellow camp. Please also let your other tribe members know there's not much time until our next event. So get back there, get settled, but we'll be calling you out soon.
Oh, I have no idea what just happened. I have to figure that out. I have no friggin' idea. Yeah, one of the blue, I guess, well, 2 of the blues must have gone against me, but like, which is totally their prerogative. I'm just curious, like, when it happened and how, because like, yeah, I kind of felt like I was in all the conversations that were happening up there. Oh, it was amazing. I mean, it's like, it's incredibly intense, obviously. And in spite of all the recent betrayal, I really do feel like, yeah, like they're like genuine bonds that are made like through all of this kind of